Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel. As part of a recent delivery I got in HEXPlore IT, the Forests of Adrimon from Maiucci J Designs. We're going to crack this open and see what we've got in the box. Let's take a look at the back first. We've also got Return to the Forests of Adrimon, but we're going to look at the core box first. Adrimon Calls. HEXPlore IT is a cooperative hero-building adventure board game system. Journey through the mysterious and overgrown Greenfire Forest. Search for gear and supplies in cities that have been completely lost to the Magi, a terrible sorceress who has the power to control others. Make your way across the forest to destinations where powerful fragments lay, then journey to one of the old battle sites and forge the relics anew. Battle through a variety of encounters while traveling, or move carefully and see what other discoveries you might find. To save the forest, you must build your heroes and seek out Eowyn the Dryad, a powerful ally located in the strange Fey realm. Fate seems to work against you, and so you must move quickly. Adrimon's power continues to grow and threaten your hero's sanity. Wait too long, and you'll join the ranks of the Mind-Wiped to serve her. The object of HEXPlore IT, the Forests of Adrimon, is to craft relics of power that are designed to hinder the Magi's abilities, power up your heroes, and save what remains of the forest before taking the final battle to Adrimon herself. Do this, and surely the Mind-Wiped will be freed from her maniacal grasp. Can you save the Greenfire Forest from Adrimon? We see everything that we've got in here. Let's crack this open and see what we've got in here. Now, I will mention that there was another theme that I was very intrigued by for HEXPlore IT. I was looking at the domain of Misra Noctis, as it's got more of a vampire Castlevania vibe to it. But I heard that this was a better intro to the series anyway, so this is the one I decided to grab. I might still bite the bullet, though, and grab the domain of Misra Noctis anyway. We've got the warning about the punch boards being under the plastic insert. Excuse me. We've got the Foreteller app, which I might grab that. Not sure I can use the music on copyright. Then we'll journey into a HEXPlore IT campaign. Looks like there are a couple of campaign books I could grab. Volume 2, I wonder if this is... Oh, it looks like this is poster art with the Sands of Shurax and the Forests of Adrimon. I was never intrigued by the Sands of Shurax. We've also got the living card deck in here. I'm not going to crack that open because I don't want to get spoiled. Looks like this is the Circumstance deck. We've got Destinations and Fragments in here. The Power Up deck. And the Encounter deck. We've got the Storybook. The Rule Book, another one I'm not going to thumb through because both of these are fairly thick. Then we've got what probably are the relics, if I had to guess. Now it looks like we got a variety of cards in here, and these are actually, yep, we've got some of these being relics. So those are the relics. I'm getting a little bit spoilerific on what those are. And then we've got the races, where we've got the Fairy. Looks like a exclusive Shroomer, Moon Elf, Feathered Dragon, Boggard, Spiderkin, Nixie. I know Nixie's very differently in a different context at work. Forest Guardian, Forestborn, Wood Elf, Sprite, Fawn, Briarkin, Treant, Ivy Knight, Dentroll, Brownie, Sidday, and Corrigan. Interesting. These are probably these looks like these are the traits that are probably dry erase, and we've got some smaller tiles, it looks like. We've got all of our various traits. More tiles mixed in here. I'll have to figure out how I want to organize those. And we've got our various traits. Another trait. We've got the dry erase markers that I'm not going to play Vanna White with. Looks like these are... I think some of these are probably the classes. So actually we've got Wayposts, Battle Site, Eowyn's Grove, Grove Items, Sentinels, Enthralled Cities. Then we've got a quick reference for game turns. with the first phase there. Then the battle mat, which also looks to be dry erase, so that's cool. Conditions for a quick reference. Probably a boss encounter with Mrekek the Mad King, along with the Death Moth, Hathawir the Great, Theranos the Rotting Treant, Urgos the Dire Bear. I'm getting a little bit spoilerific on what's in here. Aranea the Spider Queen, the Wendigo. So Ithaqua's in here too, apparently. Sarthuin the Dark Dryad, the Enraged Elemental, and Adrimon herself. And then we've got our, what look to be our classes, if I had to guess. The Druid, the Solipsist, the Warden, the Historian, the Soul Reaver, the Verdant Keeper, the Floromancer, and the Stormcaller. Knowing my predilection for casters, I'm probably going to look at the Stormcaller. Of course, the dry erase markers. Then we've got all of our extra tokens. I'm not sure what that is for. That's probably a Kickstarter exclusive or something. Then we've got extra tiles, our various dice, more tiles, and of course everything is in here. Then we've got probably our quick reference, well, not quick reference, the bookends of the maps. Let's see if I can put all of this back in the box the way it's supposed to go, so I can make sure this closes cleanly. We'll go, maybe if I turn it this way. Okay, that's a lot more promising. All right. Let's lift the insert just for giggles. But I think the punch board, yep, the punch board's all empty under there. Not surprising since this was a previously played copy. Let's see, then I want this to go in here. This can go all stacked in there. Hold on. Gotta think how I want to do this, because I do need to make sure that this closes. I don't want any of the corners getting ruined on this. Since this was a fairly expensive game to get a hold of, to put it mildly, and that's bulging up a little bit more than I would like, but let me see if I can avoid it by pulling this at least up. I might have to pull the dice up too, potentially. Actually, I'm just going to see if I can see about pulling all of this up. That's not sitting as well as I would like. I think either way I put that in, it's probably going to bulge up a little bit. So let me see if I can flatten those out a little bit more. I don't think I can flatten the dice anymore. That's actually not terrible. I'll put all of those in here. Then these will go here. Perfect. All the card boxes can go back in here. We'll put the tiles in. That's not going to close. Put those in here. Bring the rule books and the storybook over here. I think I just made the bulge, well, I think I probably made the bulge problem a little bit worse, but let's see how that closes. Actually, that's pretty good. And also, as part of that delivery, I got in Return to the Forests of Adrimon, so let's crack this open as well and see what we've got. An expansion for 1 to 7 players. The way is dark. Continue your journey into the Greenfire Forest and enter the realm of the Sorceress in this HEXPlore IT the Forests of Adrimon expansion. Let's take a look in here as well and see what we've got. And the nice thing is looks like I don't need to do maintenance on any of this. We've got the punch board in here. I don't know why he insisted on leaving that in here, but that can hit the bin at any rate. Looks like we've got more classes and more relics in here. I think, yeah, relics. Actually, Yeah, I think these are all relics pretty much. Yeah, we can put those over here. Then this is Adrimon's deck. We've also got more classes, the Wellspring Channeler, the Rune Master, the Realm Crosser, and no more classes in here. It looks like Hyperion, Elwyn the Dryad. Looks like this is probably a super hard mode. The Noble, the High Guard Captain, and Adrimon the Magi, along with the Magi phase. We've got a rule book along with more cards in here. More tiles too. Looks like we've got 3 D10s that are... Oh, though it looks like the one is the hex symbol on these. Let's see, the cards in here look to be special stuff. Okay. Let's lift up the punch board. Let's lift up the insert just to see if there's anything else in here. Nope, all empty underneath. Okay. So we can put that back in, we can put this back in the box. And that is everything in the box for both the Forests of Adrimon and Return to the Forests of Adrimon. So that'll do it for this video. The next time we get together on the channel will be not too long from now. I need to set up, but we are going to have the first wild card game in the 2001 Payoff Pitch Baseball Season replay at Enron Field in Houston, as the Florida Marlins will be taking on the Houston Astros. That'll be yet this afternoon. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.